How you going, guys? Just wanted to do a quick overview of our new mirror monitor and how you can use it as a dash cam setup. So it's a bit of a nice all-in-one system here, and it's going to be really ideal for you if you've got any purpose to look out the back when it's covered. So if you've got a canopy or if you're trailing something, then this is probably going to be for you. So this car specifically, this is a Triton with a canopy on the back. So to see out the back, you need a camera of some kind, if you want to see at the back, middle, I suppose, anyway. So this is what this looks like. We've got this on the back of the canopy, and it's in a nice natural spot. You're obviously used to looking where this mirror is when you want to see out the back. So yeah, it's really convenient. And for example, if you're someone who's towing and you don't want to have the camera feed up, you can turn this off and it works as a regular mirror. As you can see, it's just as reflective as a regular mirror would be, but the screen is also bright enough that it's easy to see the feed when you've got it on. Now this doubles as a DVR, so basically you put in a storage device and it's going to record both camera feeds that are coming into this, so it can support up to 2 camera feeds. And we've got this one, which is just pointing out the back, which is what you're probably going to be looking at when you're actually driving. And then if I swipe to the next view, this is our front dash cam. So as you can see, it's just showing what's out the front. It's just here, and this just means we've now got a front and rear dash cam recording setup going. So it's pretty cool. We've got some buttons along the bottom here. This is to enable or disable recording, so I have to disable it to do some other stuff, but you can take pictures on whatever feed you're on. So yeah, if you want to take any photos for whatever reason, you can do that. You can decide whether it's recording audio or not, so that microphone button, if I unmute it, it'll do that. This one here can unlock the files, so I guess if you want the files to be visible or password protected or anything like that, you can do that. There's a few settings. I'll turn off the recording to go through them. I won't go through all of them because there's just quite a few and they're not all super important, but basically you can set how long the intervals of recording are. So the way this works is it's got the storage device in there and it's recording videos currently at a 1 minute interval, and then it starts a new video. And the reason it does that, it records all these separate videos, is so, I mean, they all have their own timestamps on them, so you can find specific times easier. And it's also to manage storage, so it automatically deletes the oldest videos and starts replacing them with new ones. So yeah, that's pretty good. It's got a lot of coverage though with the storage, like it goes back, as you'll see soon, pretty far when it comes to memory. So we'll show that off. But yeah, if you want it to stop recording at any time, you can either tap stop recording, or you can take your storage device out if you need any footage. Then we just got the resolution there. And here, auto records if you want it to start recording automatically when you get in the car. Sound record, so again, having the sound on or off. You can record time lapses, I believe, so time lapse recording. And then this is just if you need to just mirror either of the displays. So if you go and install it and it shows up on the screen the wrong way around, back to front, left to right, then you can just mirror it. The language, beep, again, not important. That's just if it makes beeps when you touch stuff on the screen. Parking monitoring, I believe that's like the sensitivity for whether it's going to start recording if someone walks by, that kind of thing. We've got some parking recording videos on there we'll show you. And then you can reset all the settings or format the SD card. You've got driving mode, you can turn on or off. You can change the time zone, so it's like got correct timestamps on each video. And there's power save, summertime. I believe you can turn this on or off. I'm not actually too sure what it does. I think it might be an adjustment for glare, but we've got that off at the moment. And then we got a version, so it's just like if you have to update this for any reason, which you probably won't have to very often or at all. But yeah, and then next up we've got here where we can view all our footage. So we've got a few different things here. So you can see you've got these two here. So these two are both camera views, and you can just see the video footage on both of them. So camera 1, this is our front camera. Sorry, camera 2 is our front camera. And then number 1 is our rear one. And as you can see, I'm not sure if you can see at the top there, it's not going to focus very well, but there's 84 pages of these, and each page has 6 videos currently. And this SD card isn't even at full capacity yet, so it can hold tons of videos at once. Obviously the easiest way to find footage you need is to take the SD card and go out on a computer, but you can scroll through all the pages of it on here and view any video you like at any time, as you can see. Sorry, I'll hold this camera a bit better. This is a video, and you can see what the date is and everything like that. So yeah, pretty useful. Next up, we've got these ones which have like the padlock icon. These are just, again, they're both cameras, and these are ones that were recording when the car was locked up. And then we've also got photos. So if you take any photos, they'll come through on there. So yeah, guys, that's about it. You can obviously use this in quite a few different ways. You can plug in any 2 cameras into it, as long as they are an AHD format, and they're, I think 1080p is what you need to have. But yeah, a lot of people will use the dual view. Some people will use it for this dash cam setup, what we've got here. So we'll make bundles and kits on our website to do this. But some people also might want to use the second camera view as something to look down at the tow ball if you don't already have something for that. So I can show you out here, the camera I've actually got on there supports that. So we've got this camera here on the back of the canopy. Currently we're just using this one as the rear vision, and this one's unplugged in favor of the front dash cam. But you can have something like this, and this is part of a kit, which ends up looking pretty smart. So let us know if you've got any inquiries or any interest in this kind of thing. Ask us any questions. We've got our live chat, emails, and our phone calls. So yeah, let us know. Cheers.